Hi guys, it's me, Terry again. I'm gonna try and make another video maybe. Like I said in my previous one, if you watched it, I'm not very good at it. But yeah, so I am going to Disneyland in August, fall 2013 for quick service food and beverage cashier. And I guess I'll just talk about the application process a little bit. So first, you do your initial application, and then you get the email after that to do your web-based interview, which is basically a questionnaire. Um, and that one, my application process went a little different than everybody else's. I applied late at night, like 11 o'clock Pacific time. That's when I did the application, and immediately after, I did my web-based interview. And I was reading, and some people said that it can be hard to pass, but just go with your gut instinct. Don't second guess yourself or your answers. And that's what I did. Some advice is to do strongly agree or strongly disagree. Try not to do neutral too much. And that's what I did. I mean, I did put agree or disagree for a couple, so don't feel afraid to do that. I guess some people don't get the email right away for if they passed, but I literally got mine 3 to 5 minutes later saying that I was a strong candidate and that I could schedule my phone interview, which I was not expecting. And so I believe I did that on a Thursday. I want to say it was a Wednesday night. I did all that on a Wednesday night, and I scheduled my phone interview for Monday, March 11th. I made it at a time where I knew I would be in my apartment by myself. My roommates were in class. I made sure I had half an hour before to just, first I was really hungry from class, so I came back and ate a little bit, and then I just had time to prepare my answers a little bit more, which I spent all weekend doing. You want to research your questions and know what you're talking about. They're going to ask you what your top 3 roles are. I'll get into it when I talk about my phone interview in a second. So my phone interview, I believe, was for 10:45. She called, I think, at 10:30 exactly. So they give you that gap. They say to have an hour to prepare or to, keep open in case they do call early or late. And so just give yourself a quiet space, maybe listen to some Disney music to kind of lighten the mood. I'm not going to lie, I was really nervous, and I was sitting right here, and I remember it said blocked number, so it says blocked, probably Disney. And I was like, oh my god, this is really happening. And then I go, hello, and I guess some people say don't say hello, say hi, this is Terry, or, hi, this is Derp. But I just said hello, and they're like, hi, this is Terry. And so my girl, I won't say her name, she was, friendly. She, I guess some people, I follow a lot of posts on Tumblr, and they were saying that their person was so friendly. It's like, here's friendly, and here's them way up here. And my girl was just kind of She didn't sound too terribly interested in everything I had to say. So I did not think I did that great afterwards, just because of that. My interview did last 20 minutes, which the longer it goes, probably the better. So you have more to answer, more to say, definitely ask questions at the end. But she actually, I researched all these questions to answer, and she never asked me any scenario-based questions. So that could be good and that could be bad. I guess in my case it was good. But she did ask me the first question, why Disney? And one thing that really upset me during my interview was that I told her in advance that I had a long answer that I wanted to say. And she just said, okay, after all my answers and stuff. And that's what she said right before I gave my answer. And I just felt like I was going on for a long time, even though I had this long, heartfelt answer about why I want to do it. And I cut it off at a point because I thought I was boring her. And that's where my experience from this I think will come in handy for you guys, because I haven't seen this in any other vlogs before. Um, if you have something to say it, because you will regret it after. Even if you think you're boring them, say everything you have to say. Because the part that I cut it off, I talked about how I have two dreams. You know, college has always been my dream since I was little, and I talked about how I overcame obstacles to get there. And then my other dream was Disney. And, you know, I found out a while ago that these two dreams can be combined, you know, Disney college program. What I really put the emphasis on was how it was going to help me in my career professionally. So that's the part that I talked about the most, was that as a future educator, I would be able to gain hands-on experiences, you know, with communication skills, leadership skills, meeting people from all over the world. Um, Even classes and stuff would help me with that, of course. And yeah, so I really talked about the school part, and where I was mad at myself was that I cut it off before talking about how I'd be able to create magic too, you know, that beautiful Disney magic. And that's where I kind of kicked myself in the butt after. It was like, oh my god, I didn't talk about magic at all. They're not going to pick me because they don't, I felt like they were going to think I really didn't care about it. And of course I do. Every time I watch a video or I think about Disney, I just want to cry. That Disney magic is what I live for. And um, yeah, but so I didn't get to talk about magic at all during my whole interview, and I thought that was like an important component to the program, is being able to make other people happy as well. You know, that's definitely a part of it. And then, you know, she asked me about, because I have experience in retail with cash registers, and she asked me if I would like a fast or slow paced environment. And I think this is the one that decided which job I was going to get, because I said that at Kmart, we have really bad systems. Like, the computer systems they crash. I can tell you registers 1 through 7, what goes wrong with each of them each day. They freeze. We have long lines, not a lot of registers. And I got thrown back into that a few days before Christmas, busiest time of the year. Um, and, you know, because I worked during summer vacation and then I came back during winter break right before Christmas, I got thrown in a full shift, long lines, such long lines, not working machines, still trying to remember how to operate the system, the register and everything. And so I told her that, you know, I can work in fast-paced environments and that they definitely keep you busy. So I said I wouldn't mind either, but I can definitely work in fast-paced, which is why I got quick service food and beverage cashier over retail. Um, yeah, and I don't really remember. I probably should have written down. I probably wrote down my questions in my long Tumblr rants about a month ago, but um, I'm not really sure what other questions she asked. But yeah, I guess they usually do ask you other like scenario-based questions, like, are you able to multitask? If this happened, how would you react, or, you know, help a guest, or blah blah blah. I didn't get any of those. At the end, I did ask questions. That is very important, to let them know that you are interested. And my first question, I don't remember all of my questions completely, so I'm very sorry. I did ask how she got started with the Disney company, and if she started in the college program, and she did, in fact, start in the college program. And we had a discussion about how this program is so great and how it can open so many doors. And then I asked her, as a future educator, which of the classes she thinks would benefit me the most in preparing for that career path, and which skills the classes would offer. And she answered with Marketing You, which is actually the class I'm very interested in, because it's preparing you for the professional world, and, you know, you build resumes and all that good stuff. And I think I asked one more. She asked if, I asked if, God, I just had it in my head. What did I ask? Oh my goodness, I'm drawing a blank and I just had it. I asked, what did I ask her? Guys, help me out. I'm having a brain fart. Okay, wait. So I asked about the classes, her, and if, I can't remember. I'm so sorry. If I remember, I will make a video just for that because now it's really gonna bother me. But anyways, one thing it's because I got sidetracked in my head. Another thing they do ask you is if you can comply with the Disney look. Obviously, you have to say yes because they won't choose you if you do not respect their Disney look needs. I told her I had a belly button piercing, but I guess that doesn't matter because it's anything outside of a one-piece bathing suit. Probably because, lifeguard bathing suit. I remember my question now. Okay, I asked if how, I know what I asked. It was like how I could succeed in, because Disney, is very set on going above and beyond their expectations, and I asked how I could achieve that, something along those lines. I feel really bad because this is a long video. I don't know if anyone's going to watch, and I talk fast. Sorry. Anyways, my interview ended, 20 minutes in, and I just kicked myself in the butt for not talking about magic. I was so angry with myself, and I feel bad for saying this, but I'm not gonna feel completely terrible because I do want this more than anything. But I do know that there's people who have been pending for weeks. There's still penders right now. There's it goes until the 19th that people can be accepted. I had my interview March 11th, March 14th, 3 days later, on Pi Day, I got the email, and I guess I got it at like 3:30 in the afternoon Pacific time, but I didn't check my email until 11 that night because my phone was being dumb, and it still is. My emails aren't coming to my phone. And I was sitting right here, and I honestly didn't think I was gonna get it, and I was like, okay, I can try for spring. It's gonna be kind of disappointing. Well, it's gonna be really disappointing, but I wasn't expecting anything. I was expecting to be like pended or something like a week later, but 3 days later, and I open my email, and the first thing I see is the college Disney recruiting, and I see congratulations, and I'm just sitting here like, and I was breathing like, oh my god, and I went and woke up my roommate, and it didn't feel real. And the very next morning, I went and talked to a faculty advisor at my school, and you definitely want to go figure out how the units work and stuff with your school, if you'll get credit or not. But that's something to figure out on your own time. And now I'm going to Disneyland, and I've already met such awesome people on Facebook. I found amazing potential roommates that if we're able to choose our roommates, we're definitely going to. It's still kind of up in the air on how that is working. So that was the interview portion, and then about a month or so, or a few weeks later, you see this, the magical postcard that purple envelope that you just go to the mail, check every day waiting for. I got mine this past Thursday, which was a nice surprise because I was sick with a fever. I didn't feel that good, and that just made my day. And I also got it while watching The Little Mermaid. Kind of perfect. So like I said, I got accepted as a quick service food and beverage cashier. Oh, one thing about my interview. I'm gonna be done in a minute because I feel like I'm talking too much. But I told them my top roles and why for each one were attractions, um, because of the leadership and communication skills it involves, and I think it'd be great for my future career as a teacher, and also interacting with all the families and kids and stuff. And then retail because I have experience. Um, yeah, that speaks for itself. And same with quick service food and beverage cashier because I have register experience. But I also told her that I was very willing to do custodial, and she loved that. That was the one time in the interview where I was like, oh, I think I just said something right. And we talked about that for a few minutes, and I said, you know, it might not always be the most appreciated, but you get the most, so much guest interaction. She talked about that for a couple minutes, and um, yeah, so they love, if you are interested in custodial, it's not the most glamorous job, but you do get to wander around the parks. You know, you're not in one spot all day. You get to interact with all the guests, and they're always going to come up to you for questions. You know, you're going to be one of the first people they see around. And so, um, yeah, that would be a good thing to mention if you are willing to do it. I was willing to do it, even though I'm kind of okay that I have throw up phobia, is what I like to call it. So I'm glad I didn't get that role, but I definitely would have embraced it if I did. Um, yeah, I think that's it for this video. Like I said in my other one though, I do have curly red hair. Everybody in the world, everybody tells me I look like Merida. I was super excited when I found out that I looked like a Disney princess, that they created a Disney princess that I could, you know, look like. And then I found out she was Scottish. And I suck at accents. I cannot do a Scottish accent. I can't even do a British accent. So there's my dilemma. But yeah, everyone tells me I look like her, so I'm sure in the parks they'll get all the little kids saying, "You look like Princess Merida." That'll be fun. So yeah, I think I'm done for this video. Tonight we are having a Facebook group chat from the Disney Facebook group for Disneyland, the accepted fall 2013 group. They are such awesome people. If you're watching this, I love talking to you guys so much. I can't wait to meet you in person because the internet is just not enough for me. Oh, I already love you guys. And yeah, I hope anybody who's watching this found this helpful. I know it was a little scattered and stuff, but that's the way my brain works. So yeah, I guess I will try and make another video soon, or maybe even right now if there's something else to talk about. Yeah, so I'll see you guys around. Bye! Thanks for watching!